Welcome to the early March edition of Vikings Update as we recap basketball season and look forward to warmer weather and spring sports. We'll start with women's basketball as we recap the NSAA tournament. Viking women opened with the 68-62 overtime win over Dakota State in the quarterfinals. That moved them on to the semifinals where they took care of Mayville State 80-62, getting 20-plus points from both Georgia Williams and Courtney Dixon. Vikings then took on top seed University of Jamestown in the championship, needing a win to make the NAIA National Tournament. Vikings came up short, though, falling 65-48 after a cold shooting second half. Viking women end a great year, one win short of the national tournament, finishing with a 22-9 overall record and a second-place finish in the North Star. Postseason awards were announced, and both Georgia Williams and Sadaka Jihad were honored. Williams was named first-team All-Conference and voted the NSAA Newcomer of the Year. Jihad was named second-team All-Conference after her strong senior season. Congrats to both Georgia and Sadaka. On the men's basketball side, Valley City State had a tough matchup in the tournament quarterfinals and lost to top seed University of Jamestown 94-65. The young Viking men finished the season with a 12-18 overall record. They had 13 freshmen and sophomores on this year's roster, so after a year of maturing, it looks like success could be in store for the Vikings next season as they plan to return all of their rotation from conference play. Shifting gears to the baseball diamond, where Valley City State was able to open the spring schedule with 4 games at Midland University this weekend. Big weekend for the Vikings as they took 3 out of 4 games. On Saturday, lost the series opener 2-0, but bounced back with a come-from-behind win in Game 2 5-4. Tom Hodek delivered a go-ahead 2-run single in the 7th inning. The late-inning heroics continued on Sunday as Valley City rallied in both games for a doubleheader sweep. They won Game 1 5-2 in extra innings, scoring 3 runs in the top of the 8th. And they won Game 2 6-3 after scoring 5 runs in the top of the 7th. Anthony Nikachia had a 2-run triple to tie the game, and Hodek delivered a 2-run double for insurance. Vikings are now 11-4 overall. Great start for VCSU going back to the fall. They will head to Tucson, Arizona for the spring break trip, scheduled to play 14 games from March 12th to 22nd in Tucson. Vikings softball also took advantage of the great weather last weekend to open its spring season. VCSU picked up a doubleheader at Dickinson State University. Vikings had the bats working in their openers, but Dickinson won both games by scores of 10-6 and 9-6. Big days at the plate for Katie Cameron and Mackenzie Hamry. Hamry finished with 3 home runs in the doubleheader. Softball also headed to Tucson for their spring break trip, where they will play 18 games from March 11th to 20th. A pair of future Vikings to announce on the volleyball court this week. Tabitha Miller, a 5'7" libero from West Fargo, has signed to play at VCSU. She'll add some much-needed depth on defense. And Chelsea Christina Ulu, a middle blocker from Hawaii, has also signed with Valley City. She transfers from Eastern Arizona College, where she led the conference in blocks last season. That's it for another edition of Vikings Update. We'll see you next time.